Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's Noir. Alright, so watched episode 5 to Tokyo Ghoul Season 2. So, after everything, the remaining ghouls of Algiri Tree and some of the doves are together, much to the irritation of most of the ghouls who have a deep-seated grudge against the doves. Now, the doves that are there state that they are there to protect Kaneki, as it was the last wish of Arima that happens. Amongst the ghouls that are there is, of course, Naki's group, Kuruna, the workers of the cafe that Toka and Yoma run, and a few other people. Kaneki states that he will carry on the wishes of the previous one-eyed king and create a world where ghouls and humans can coexist. That they are now a new, I think, anti-human establishment group. Okay, it went by fast and I didn't pause stupidly. But basically, they are now a group named Goat, basically. And of course, as I said, their goal is to continue Arima's wishes and make a world where humans and ghouls can coexist together. Now, of course, there are some that are not exactly happy with this because it's basically not how their lives have been. Like, it's basically like how, like, their world is basically like how the world is now. One group of people um, cannot seem to make a difference and cannot seem to make the world a better place for another group. And in that case, the ghouls. Hold on a second, my glasses are like filthy. I can't see anything. Anyway. So, of course, Naki's group and Kurina are not exactly appreciative of all this. But then we get a confrontation between Kaneki and Naki, who has now found out that Kaneki is the one that killed Jason in Tokyo Ghoul Season 1. So he decides to fight Kaneki, but then soon sees that he is no match for him, especially when Kaneki tells him that he is way below the standard that Jason was when he took Jason out. And so revealing that he also, aside from having Rize's Kagune, also has Jason's Kagune as well. So they come to a truce where Kaneki says that if the white suits are going to die in vain, then they might as well die under him. So he will fight for them as well. Since Naki has now said that since Kaneki is stronger than him, Kaneki is now the leader of the white suits. So I guess the white suits are now in GOAT. Aside from that, Nishio and Banjo are trying to keep Akira alive, but they realize the wound that she has, she will essentially die from it if she does not get help. And that's when we see Nico has come back. He is as flamboyant as ever, and he was only on screen for like 2 minutes. 3 tops, maybe. And he said that basically to save Akira, just get her to a doctor. And I thought he meant Kano, and I was like, oh, hell no, that's not going to turn out well. But no, it turns out he means a faction that used to be a group of students at Kami University known as the Great Wheel Act. And apparently it was started by a student whose lover used to be a ghoul. And Nishio quickly realizes that it's his, I guess, ex-girlfriend Kimi who started this whole thing. Anyway, the students helped them to save Akira's life. And their leader did say that he hopes that they'll keep working from the shadow, and he hopes that might be a world where ghouls and humans can coexist together without prejudice. Kaneki and Amon have a nice chat together about things. And at this point, Kaneki tells Amon that Akira has woken up and says that you can go see her if you want to. So Amon does, but he brings her a present. Her cat, Maristella. And it's quickly funny how the first thing she sees is the cat and does not address Amon directly right away. But they do have a nice chat together and they do patch things up. But at this point, we see that Takizawa was, I guess, standing in the hallway probably wanting to see Akira, but I guess he didn't know what to say, so he walked out. Aside from that, Toka takes Akira to a park where basically they see kids playing, and the kids are ghouls who were taken in by Algiri tree. They're basically kids whose parents were killed by the CCG, and I guess killed by Kureomato, Akira's father. And before that, Toka did come out to Akira telling her that she's the one that killed her father, so it looked like there might be a bit of hatred brewing towards Toka from Akira, but after a couple things get, I guess, let out, and after a nice, I guess, forgiving hug from Hinami, Akira is like, who am I supposed to hate? And why was I supposed to hate them? So things are pretty much, I guess, off to a decent start. Maybe. We'll see how things go. Although the next episode has me scratching... The preview for the next episode has me scratching my head, really. I'm really curious as to what the hell is going on. But it looks like GOAT is off to a pretty decent start. They have support from people who want to give ghouls medical attention, since of course humans would rather see the ghouls die off from serious injuries, I guess. And, well, Kaneki is the new king, so we'll see how things go. And honestly, it was nice to see how things are progressing, so now I really need to read the manga. Also, the last time I made a video, basically like 2-3 weeks ago now, I did say that I did not know if I was going to continue reviewing Zombieland Saga, and I have come to a complete answer. I will not be continuing to review it because there's like no balance between the cutesy and horror aspect. It's just all cutesy drama. I can't really say teen angst, really. But like just like a whole lot of stuff that doesn't really balance out. Like, if nothing else, we might get like a piece of horror here and there, but it's not really there. So it's just another generic cutesy idol anime, and it may be interesting, but it's not interesting enough to keep reviewing it, so I'm just gonna stop. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe for more content. And I guess episode 6 will be pretty much up next. Luna out.